I'm going to talk to you about some things that I've learned in my journey. Most from experience, some of them I heard in passing, many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true. Number one, life's not easy. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them. Number two, I love this one. Unbelievable is the stupidest word in the dictionary. Should never come out of our mouths. Think about it. To say, oh wow, what an unbelievable play. It was an unbelievable book, an unbelievable film, an unbelievable act of courage. Really? It may be spectacular, it may be phenomenal, most excellent or outstanding. But unbelievable? Give others and yourself more credit. It just happened. You witnessed it. You just did it. Believe it. What about the other side of unbelievable? You know, that side when we humans underperform or act out of our best character. For instance, man flies a suicide jet into the World Trade Center. Millions die from diseases every day that we have cures for. Bob the Builder swears that he's going to have your house built by Thanksgiving, and you can't move in until Christmas the next year. Our best friends lie to us, and we lie to ourselves all the time. Unbelievable? I don't think so. Again, it just happens, and it happens every day. Nothing that we Homo sapien earthlings do is unbelievable. And if there's one thing you can depend on people being, it's people. So we shouldn't be surprised. We, us, are the trickiest mammals walking the planet. I'm not worried about the monkeys. I'm worried about you and me. So acknowledge the acts of greatness as real, and do not be naive about mankind's capacity for evil, nor be in denial of our own shortcomings. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. It's an if-then, cause and effect, quid pro quo standard that we cannot sustain because we immediately raise it every time we attain it. You see, happiness demands a certain outcome. It is result reliant. And I say if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently and you're going to be unhappy much of your time. Joy, though, joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy when I stopped trying to make the daily labor a means to a certain end. For example, I need this film to be a box office success. You know, I need my performance to be acknowledged. I need the respect of my peers. All those are reasonable aspirations, but the truth is, as soon as the work, the daily making of the movie, the doing of the deed became the reward in itself for me, I got more box office, more accolades and respect than I ever had before. See, joy is always in process. It's under construction. It is in constant approach, alive and well in the doing of what we're fashioned to do and enjoying it.
Your number one job is to become more of yourself and to grow yourself into the best of yourself. Become so skilled, so vigilant, so flat out fantastic at what you do that your talent cannot be dismissed.
I think that it's very important that you start trusting yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to that still small voice within you. Don't try and make everything logical. There's some things about life that defies logic, that you just can't explain how the outcome is going to be. I think that's why Paul said you've got to learn how to walk by faith and not by sight. That once you begin to trust yourself and your ideas and your instincts, life takes on a whole new meaning, because now I want you to do that feeling that you are led. Just feel, I am led. I remember the worst speech I had ever given in my life. I let someone exploit a fear that I had. For years, I had a tremendous inferiority complex because I'm not college educated. And this person knew this. And she said, let me write this speech for you. You're going to speak at Ohio State University. Those people are very educated there, and they're going to know when you make grammatical errors, and they're going to know because of the substance of your speech that you are not literate. I care about you, and I don't want you to embarrass yourself. So this person proceeded to write a speech for me. I had a speech in my mind, but this person was stronger than I was negatively than I was positive about my own thoughts. And I gave my power away. With my permission, I allowed this person to guide me to do something that I really didn't want to do. But I didn't feel enough inner strength and conviction about my skills as a speaker and the message that I had to bring to stick by my guns. And I got up there at the Ohio Union, and I read this straight speech and did not move and did not take my eyes off the page because I'm not accustomed to reading. And after I finished, some people gave me a standing ovation because I read it extremely well, and I was very tense and I was very nervous. But Boo was with me, and we've been together since second grade. And I didn't want to go on the side of the room where he was. I saw the look in his eyes. And another friend of mine by the name of Mike Williams, and I knew what they were going to say. And they had the look on their face like, what happened to you? And so I didn't go over there. I went over here where I could get some compliments. And these people were saying, you were very good. Oh, thank you very much. I wanted to be fortified before I got this whipping. So finally we were going to the car, and we got in the car, and Boo was trying to be as tactful as he could. And then he just said, that was the worst speech you have ever given. I said, oh, Boo, I know. Why did you read the speech? What happened to your spontaneity? You've always been an extemporaneous speaker. Les, why did you do that when she told me that they wouldn't accept what I said? Les, let them take you as you are. I gave my power away. Ladies and gentlemen, don't give your power away. You don't need anybody to approve your dream. It was given to you. If they can't see it, it's because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. Hold it, nourish it, cultivate it, work on it. It's yours. It's your baby. Work on it until it comes into fruition. I gave away my power, and I said, I'm not going to do that no more.
A lot of people ask me, how can I build world-class willpower? How can I beat procrastination? Simple idea, and you know this, which is, how do you get good at anything? You practice. So willpower, self-discipline is a muscle. And if you want to build a muscle, you need to flex it, stretch it, go to your edges, and practice daily. So how do you become iconic in terms of self-discipline? It's a practice. And the more you practice, the better it'll get.
You can drown yourself in good opportunities that aren't great opportunities. And if you scatter your focus, you try to do 17 different product lines, you can kill your business really easily.
I've met people that are more successful than me that had it harder than me. People that grew up in countries where they have to drink out of the same water that the animals drink out of. You know, that they've seen tragic things happen on a daily basis, you know. So, you know, it's out there. But we have two choices. To sit there and say, woe is me, and just be another one of the statistics, or to sit there and give it our best and learn from people like me who say, if my dumb ass can make it, then you can do it too.
You don't want to be alone as a kid. Feeling isolated as a child, for my mind, is the scariest thing, because that leads to depression, which leads to, you know, drugs, alcohol, suicides, prison. You know, I witnessed this firsthand, what it was like feeling outcast, and the thoughts, the conversations I had with myself by feeling alone, going to the principal's office, and every time going to the principal's office when I would get in trouble, I would say, I wish I were dead. I was like, I have no friends. Why am I even alive? I wish I were dead. I remember saying this, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. So for me, it's like, okay, I need to put on something to be accepted by people. I need to be the biggest, fastest, strongest so that I'm accepted on a sports team. I need to be able to get a girlfriend so that other guys think I'm cool and they'll hang out with me. I need to be able to make money so that I can take people out and pay for their lunch and dinner. I need to be able to be driven enough so that I'm accepted in society. And I think that's the challenge. It's hard to feel like I have these like morals and ideals and I'm gonna stand up as a 7-year-old boy and like, screw the world, this is what I am, what I stand for. I don't care if you don't want to be my friend, I can do it on my own. Like, we don't think that way growing up. We want to just feel accepted and loved and just be a part of the class. And I never felt that way. And so I was driven to be part of my class, my team. Now I grew up very loving and supportive, but I also grew up driven with these masks to try to be even more accepted because I was afraid to be alone.
I think it's a factor of all of it together. You're born with it, but you have to continue to practice it. You're only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. Because when I got to the top and kept winning, I just felt like I was going to continue to keep going, but I didn't realize I had made it to the top. This is it. And now I'm going to be around these people for more years to come. I just kept not burning bridges, because every bridge I left in place for my little brother to cross. You know, a lot of the race teams that I raced for, Kyle jumped in and kept going. I was just blazing this trail, going straight to the top with that aggression and that tenacity. And I still have those, but they're muted in different categories with the way a lot of the business operates at this level.
You know, my theory about the acting thing for me is to use yourself and lose yourself, because every part that I go into, what else do I have to use but the experiences that I've had and the things that in my body and my face and my voice and, you know, all my stuff. But I want to lose myself into the role. I don't want to feel like it's Kevin.
You know, I taught probably personally over hundreds of thousands of people, you know, through seminars and my coaching. I do a big events, a few thousand people at a time, and I do a lot of Q&As. So I have this track record of how people found their gifts. And some people find them when they're very young. You know, when you're 5 or 6 or 7, your neighbor finds out that you're very good at chess, and then he ends up being champion. I've interviewed a Japanese champion once, and some geniuses are found that way. But most of us are not that way, right? We're not Olympic athletes, or we're not superstars. So most of us are not born with only one gift. We are born with several mediocre gifts. I was, I think I had a gift of speaking. I had a gift of teaching. I had the gift of making jokes. I make jokes all the time. And money could be very boring. So, and money there are so many funny stories, especially couples. But anyway, so you know, so there are many gifts, small gifts, but you have to multiply them, and then you become one and only.